What's the most important part to training looking good? Your nutrition.
And I'm here to talk to you about why you should choose Oikos Greek yogurt.
These are audition videos from university students who want to enter a national sales competition, a field few of their peers even consider.
Yeah, okay, so we got some good ones in here.
Sonia Meloff and Sheila Cassidy are deciding who gets to move forward.
Forward? Yes, like...
Meloff runs a placement agency specializing in sales, but finding candidates for entry-level positions has been a hard sell.
Fix all these kid problems.
Students weren't learning about sales in school, so it wasn't on their radar as a job of consideration. And those students that did have an opinion about sales often had a very negative one.
So 3 years ago, Meloff launched the Great Canadian Sales Competition. Applicants are recruited on campus and asked to make a 90-second sales pitch for something they're passionate about.
And now we're going to review those videos.
Over 2,000 students coast to coast have auditioned, possibly tempted by this.
Once you factor in commissions, a good entry-level sales role will bring you in at about $60,000 in your first year. And by 3 years, 4 years in, you're making $100,000 easily.
It's true that the money in sales can be great, but the profession doesn't have the greatest reputation. That's because too many of us have dealt with pushy sales associates who try to upsell us on things we don't really want or need. Statistics Canada says 1.4 million Canadians work in sales. We're all well aware of the profession, but when it comes to choosing a career, very few young people even consider going into selling. At Google's headquarters in downtown Toronto, that's what this competition intends to change.
Okay, we're going to get started. First of all,
22 finalists have been winnowed down to a top 5. This competition is focused on corporate sales, companies that sell to other companies, not consumers. 5 business-savvy judges are here to critique the pitches and pick a winner of the $7,500 grand prize.
Rich, Carter, nice to finally meet you in person.
Every finalist will role-play a sales call. Their corporate coach plays the part of the customer.
Rough start. Why don't we set up a meeting for next week? That way I can show you the process, just get you guys set up on FreshBooks, and then if you have any questions, you can ask me there.
But I can't double my workforce.
So we could actually make it so your customers choose where they get their packages.
Grandin Toy, UPS, and IBM. In all, 25 companies are participating, all eager to identify star candidates they may not have found through a more typical recruiting strategy.
Thanks for meeting with me. You find us all right? Yes.
The finalists give it their best, but rookie mistakes are bound to happen.
As a business owner, wouldn't you think that your time would be, better suited for things like day-to-day operations rather than, spending unnecessary time doing things that an employee below you should be doing?
It's not the salesperson's business, so to speak, of what I should or shouldn't be doing. It's my business. So I think someone might potentially resent that.
I liked that your personality came through, so you didn't just seem like a standard salesperson without any kind of depth. It seemed like you were very genuine.
Now the contestants have to spend several hours in suspense. The judges are meeting to pick a winner, but the name won't be announced until a gala event this evening. Contestants, sponsors, organizers, and family members have gathered to anxiously await the judge's verdict.
And the winner is, representing Ryerson University, Carter Grant.
Thank you to the sponsors and to the competition directors and to my fellow finalists, and have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Turns out that even tonight's winner once believed that sales was an undesirable career.
I was one of those students, to be honest. I did a door-to-door sales job before, and I thought that's all the sales industry was.
23-year-old Carter Grant has already been hired for a sales job at Shopify that starts in May. Many of the others will likely get jobs too.
All of the students that entered the competition, their names are in a database. They are searchable by the companies that participated.
These contestants likely won't be joining the ranks of Canada's unemployed student population, convinced that sales can be a lucrative and honorable profession. Diane Buckner, CBC News, Toronto.